everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stassi. Thank you so much for being here today. Oh my gosh, welcome back, The Sims Creative. Thank
Hey,
you so much for coming back to this craziness.
yes, thanks so much for having me. I'm so excited to be back.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited you're here. And I'm actually excited that we get to have a one-on-one instead of it just
Yes.
being like, here's 8 Simmers talking about The Sims 5. Okay, go.
Yes, a little chaos. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm excited.
I'm excited for you to be here. Anyways, Monica, why don't you start us off? I know you said a little bit last time of like who you are and your Sims history, but just for anyone who's not, this is the first time hearing you, a little bit about yourself and your Sims history.
Okay, awesome. So I'm Monica. I go by The Sims Creatives on social media. I'm here in the United States. Well, I'm in the United States. Stassi isn't. I really enjoy being outside, hiking, gardening, stuff like that. But when I'm not, I'm inside, probably playing The Sims.
I love that. I want to I just did the most intense hike of my life like a month and a half ago. So
Really?
we went and did like this like little vacation and I was like, let's go hiking. Cause I'm always like a girl, like I like to hike, but I like to LA hike.
Right.
Whereas you actually just have a cute
Walk.
outfit on and you walk. So my fiance is like, okay. And I'm like,
Yeah.
so I picked this, like, I think I can do this trail and it's Blue Mountain. So anyone who does, so that's like Ontario's big skiing hill.
Okay.
So we hiked up the skiing hill, but it's not straight. So
Oh
you
no.
to get to the trail, you have to walk up 800 feet
Oh
to
my
just get to the spot.
God.
So I don't realize that. So I just think that like the 800 feet is the hike. So
Right.
I'm like, awesome. I did it.
We
And my
did
fiance
it.
is like, what are you talking about? We don't have to start this 2 hour hike. I'm like, wait, it just took us an hour to hike here. He's like,
Oh my
well, yeah.
gosh.
And it was uphill and like we had to take little narrow paths. We were climbing
Uh-huh.
over like little terrains, holding on to trees. So we're about halfway through this hike, and I'm like, oh my God, we're done. We're done. There's a ledge, there's a seat. And this is
Right?
this not done
Not even
halfway,
close.
not is halfway. So then the other half is the same way. I get to the top and I'm like, I also had cheeseburgers and beer before
Right.
that. And I'm gonna stress that with cheeseburgers. I had multiple little
Multiple cheeseburgers.
multiple cheeseburgers and like a couple beers. I get to the top. I'm like,
Oh
so
no.
I'm like, okay, perfect. So where's the trail? Like get like you suck trail. Get off this. And
Right.
the guy's like, what do you? We have to go back down the way we came. And I was like,
Right.
what?
Oh my gosh.
I was like, and so at this time it was also muddy. It was so muddy, and I'm just literally like holding on
Oh
because then now I'm
no.
walking down the hill, so my feet in the mud are just like that
Right.
and pushing against the
Slipping.
shoe. Yeah, and I'm just like, I get down. I'm like, I'm getting ice cream.
I deserve
I deserve
it.
it. So he's like, "How was the hike?" I was like, "That had to have been like advanced black diamond, not bunny." And he's like, "Honey, that was the easy level." I was like, "That was
Mm-mm. They lied.
easy." You
They
lied.
lied.
Yes. But
Um,
okay, do you enjoy hikes like that or is it more like a walkie hike?
I do now, not muddy, like, but I do like when you have to do the little bit extra to get the good view.
Okay.
Like I'm willing to put in the work, but I've had some fun, crazy experiences too, getting stuck in rainstorms or the mud though, that's the worst because every step you take, it just makes it so much worse.
Monica, I gotta hear this. We gotta share it with the world. What is the most craziest hiking story
Oh
that you could
man.
come up with?
Probably last year, me and my boyfriend did a place called Dinosaur Valley,
Okay.
and we did this hike. It's probably not that crazy, but it was so intense for me that it's the first thing that comes up, and we just got lost. Like we had done 6 miles already, and we're just like in the middle of nowhere. It starts getting quieter and quieter. We're checking our map, like, were we supposed to go this way or this way? And we just like, I had a panic attack. I'm like, we're gonna get stuck in these fucking woods. I'm gonna have to sleep here. I have one little Cliff Bar. But yeah, of course he's like the level-headed one. So he's like, it's fine, we're gonna be fine. And of course we ended up being fine, but like 4 hours later, it's kind of scary. Like you just don't know.
That's so scary.
Yeah. We don't
I
have
would have been
bears or anything, so thank God. But
I are are there bears there?
not in North Texas, but I'm
Oh,
sure there are bears somewhere in Texas.
really?
Yeah, I think
Sorry, my brain doesn't associate bears in
probably different
Texas.
bears than y'all have.
Oh yeah, we have grizzlies.
Probably. Oh yeah,
Yeah, we
no.
have grizzlies and blacks. Grizzlies are like, remember like what we talked about, like the corner of the province that no one lives in? It's grizzlies. Like
And
you
those are the
it like
ones that'll fuck you up, right?
oh
Like
yeah,
those are the
they
top-notch bears.
exactly. So like if you're to go for those hikes, you're supposed to get bear mace because I mean
Oh my,
it does not do a damn thing. It makes you feel better
right?
that you're carrying it. But oh yeah, like
Oh,
especially out in Alberta, so that would be west of like where I am. Oh yeah, like tons of bears because that's where the Rocky Mountains are. And
right.
that's where the bears like they'll be on the provincial parks. Like, yeah, so we can't promise you that you're not gonna die from a bear attack, but like sign your life away, it's fine. And they're just like,
Oh, see, I feel like hiking in Canada is like a whole nother ball game because like you gotta like be prepared to die.
be prepared.
Like,
There might be bears or
yeah,
coyotes or bears
yeah.
or
See, we have coyotes too, but they're not gonna mess with you much. I
really
mean, unless you're like, yeah, not in the middle of the day, I guess.
that's
And most of our trails are like really populated and traverse, so
I like that. No, ours is like fucking Disney fairy tale forest. We got deer, we got foxes,
oh,
we
that's
got
so magic
rabbits,
though. Like if you
squirrels.
can love it from afar, like
Yes, if you can love it from afar, because we saw a fox not that long ago. Because everyone's like, "Is that a fox? Is that a dog? The fox? Is it a
oh,
wolf?" And we're like, "It's
right?
not a wolf. It's a coyote.
It's a baby wolf.
Is it? Is it a Sims 4 wolf? Because it kind of
Yeah.
looks like a cat monster. So oh my gosh.
Uh,
Oh, anyways, well, if I ever get out to Texas, tell me where to hike. If you ever come down to my neck of the woods, I'll give you some good hiking trails
heck
that
yes.
I'll keep you away from the bears and
Please,
the
thank you.
and the deer.
That's so kind.
Yes. Anyways, so when you're playing the Sims, like have you played all the iterations or have you just played Sims 4?
I started with Sims 1, but then I
Okay.
skipped out on 2 and 3.
Okay.
So then I
Um,
came back to 4.
if Origins ever came out with Sims 2, would you buy it?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
I love that. I think it's a nostalgia missing. Like there's
Yeah.
this generation have never played Sims 2. I would love if the complete collection of the original Sims came out.
Heck yeah.
I needed some hot date
Yes.
living large and making magic in my life. If
Yeah.
I would have known that the last time I played Making Magic would have been the last time, I would have played that shit for 40 hours. I would have just
Right?
lived there. Right? Because like I think
Yeah.
what's so cool about The Sims is like when the original Sims came out, it was like early 2000. It was so ahead of its time because nothing out there existed. Like a lot of the games we played were web-based games
Right.
from what I remember. But now with Sims 4, like there's so many different games out there. I think EA is having a hard time staying relevant at
Right.
this point, unless because like most people who play The Sims is someone who's been playing it for over 20 plus years of their life.
Right.
Right. Which leads me to Sims 5, which you were part of that podcast. And thank you so much for coming.
Heck yes. Thanks for having me. That was so much fun.
Oh my gosh, it was fun, but I just remember being like, guys, so we're just I literally well, I still have the paper. Still sitting here because anytime I do a Simmer Spotlight, I'm like, hold on. So what's going on with Project Renee?
Right.
Right here. I mean, we saw the screenshots. We were excited about it. My fears are still validated of how I feel Project Renee slash Sims 5
Right.
is gonna be. Has your thoughts changed at all?
No, I'm eager. I'm eager. I just really hope that, once it does come out that they're diligent on fixing bugs. Like, I don't know if I'll buy it right when it comes out because I really want to wait till it's,
Mm-hmm.
good and I don't know. I just have a lot of fears.
Girl, I got you. I got so many fears when it comes to this game, especially with the screenshots, because we were just talking about it before. I'm like, they
Right.
look so goofy.
Yeah,
It just looks so animated. And again, I'm still petrified. I'm like, what do these Sims look like if they are not showing
I
anything?
know. I know it. It's a very valid point. And it just makes me even a little more afraid. So I
Yeah.
just have no idea what direction they're going in for the overall vibe.
I feel like they have to be kind to us original simmers because we're the ones that are going to be buying that day one. It's
Yes.
not going to be Hayden, Caden, or Saden or Baden who are 17 years old.
Right.
They can play Fallout or like, oh my god,
Yeah.
now I'm old because they don't play Fallout. And what is the game that they all play? That it's
Roblox.
Roblox. Thank you. And
Yeah.
the Fortnite. Them.
Yes, Fortnite.
That for the Utes that like they have to compete with that for that attention
Right.
because I don't think they're going to go buy an $80 base game day
Right.
one. No, right?
Right.
So I'm very nervous. I don't think I'm going to get Sims 5 until after a year it comes out because I
Yeah.
want to know that there's pools. Um, not that I play with toddlers because that petrifies me, but toddlers, make sure that
Right.
lifespan is in there. And make sure that there's more than one world or
Yeah.
two worlds or three worlds, right? Like
Right.
we've invested a lot of money into our Sims 4 game. I am not going to just throw that investment away because it's like the
No.
new iPhone comes out, right? You're like, oh my God, it's the new iPhone. I gotta get it because I gotta have it. And you're like, but you don't though, because it's the
Right.
exact same as
Yeah.
every other
Mine's
iPhone,
great.
right?
Mine's great how it is. Like until you
Exactly.
show me something way better, like maybe. But
Right. Not just like right now. Like I don't know. I want more time. We talked about the worlds. I really do hope that the worlds that come in are good, not bug written, because I'm tired of these packs that are so expensive and they need to be fixed.
yeah.
And EA's not apologizing. They're just
Right.
doubling down, saying like,
Right.
well, you bought it, so that's on you. You shouldn't have bought
Yeah.
it.
Here's another one. Right.
Yeah, yeah, another one.
And another one.
Yes, exactly. Which leads me to so there were two more kits released this week.
Yeah.
Actually, these kits are actually okay. These
I
ones,
did. I bought the guilty. I
it's
did
just,
buy them.
but you can tell that Plumbella had her hands in the pot when they were being made because they're not shit,
Right.
in my personal opinion.
Yeah.
Have you played them yet?
Uh-huh. I did. I was surprised how many things actually came in the clutter kit. Like it's a whole bunch of stuff.
I've heard that too, and I'm like, yes, I'm excited. I'm gonna hold off till after Christmas just because I don't want. I usually just say people, what do you want? Like they're like, Stassi, what do you want? I'm like Sims, and they're like,
Right.
what does that mean? Packs, and they're like, we just bought you packs. I was like, well, they come out with more. They don't stop.
Basically.
Right? So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna hold out because nothing in my gameplay require like there's nothing on there. I'm like, I need that.
Right.
Now, if there was horses, I'd be like, I need that.
Yeah.
I
Right.
need horses right now instead of the stupid mod. Okay, do you do gameplay at all?
Not really. But some here and there, but I don't have any mods or anything like that.
Oh my gosh, I love that. I love that for you. I am the opposite. I've unvanilled my game to the point where it's just mod based. And
Yeah.
so okay, I'm gonna run back. The horse mod is good. Okay. It's not good for storytellers because it's a bike. It's a mesh over the bike, and the ears are the handles. So they're like
Is this
that.
real?
Yes, it's
I
real.
have got to see this.
Yeah,
Holy shit, I had
it's
no
the
idea.
yeah, it's called Fabian the horse. And again, it does the job if you are
Right.
taking a screenshot, but if you are actually using that, yeah, they put their helmets on because it's a bike and they go, and it's so glitchy because it's a mesh over a bike that the legs don't actually move. The object moves, but the legs don't move. So it's creepy as hell. So
Oh.
I now have the other one where it's just a decal. So it's like a decor, so it's not real. It's a
Right.
statue, and you have
Right.
poses that you can put on top of it. That's also fine, but it looks funny if because there's like a running horse one, so it's like that, but it's not actually moving in the photo. So when you're trying to take it moving, it's just like it's yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
So yeah, so that's the horse. I would do anything for horse. How about you? What pack would you spend infinite amount of money on? That like you would be actually super excited for?
I wish there was like a traveling pack where you could like go to like a bunch of different worlds. Like I wish we just had better in worlds, more worlds that were diverse, like more rural or yeah, not rural, more urban and less rural stuff. I feel like San Myshuno had such potential, but like that's the only city-ish world we have.
Exactly. I mean, that's like what New York. I think
Yeah,
it's kind of like
something
what they're going with. I was saying like what I kind of wish they would do instead of releasing all these kits that no one's asking for,
right.
but releasing add-ons. So saying like, so here's
Yeah.
your city living add-on. Here's your cats and dogs add-on for $4.99
Yeah.
across the board, not just America, not UK, but everybody else.
Right.
Only pay $4.99. I would totally buy it.
Really good idea.
Right? Just add on. Because you remember that like was it a year ago? They're like, we're gonna do pack refreshes.
Yeah, what happened with that? We did one and then
And then there was like none. Because I remember asking everybody all of last season, every question I asked them. So if EA was going to refresh a pack, what pack would you like them to refresh? And everybody said a different answer for a very valid reason.
right.
Which actually leads me to say, so if EA was to do a refresh, what pack would you like them to refresh?
I think I would say San Myshuno.
Okay,
City living.
I agree. Its pack is missing. Like I understand for gameplay, it's awesome.
Right.
It
It
is.
does have a lot of great features, but it's just they missed a lot of stuff.
I just want it to actually be able to build a high rise, like an actual penthouse of it, not just being weird that it's
Right.
just on top of this, and or actually being able to go around to like go to different floors, have actual other Sims live in your building, that little bit of realism. I would love to have a landlord rental option because obviously you can rent,
Yes.
but like imagine if you were a landlord and you could buy multiple homes.
Right.
I think that would be a really cool aspect, especially like we are forgetting that like the whole like a big aspect of homes is flipping homes. Matt, and it's a dream decor decorator. Yeah, imagine if there was an add-on to that and you had the ability to buy and flip homes.
Right.
Right?
Heck yes, that would be so much fun.
Exactly. Like EA, that's what we want.
Right.
We don't want like toddler clothes
No.
and like child's clothes or my
No.
first pets. We don't want those things.
No.
We
Like
don't
I bought the
care.
clutter stuff, but at the end of the day, like I don't need more pencil holders for my game.
You don't? What do you mean?
I already have some.
Right, but something I can't say, and you made a really good point. EA just takes items that are already in the game and just remesh them and put them in because that's what they did with Cottage Living. Because when the first kit came out, I had to buy Country Kitchen because I thought that was the closest thing I was ever gonna get to a cottage core moment.
Yeah.
And then they just copied.
The exact same kitchen.
Yes,
it's not even different.
No, and I was like,
Like,
where's my money?
Few different colors.
Where's my money? EA, where's my money? Like, I want it back.
They did us dirty.
They did us dirty. Yeah, because I remember I was so excited for Cottage Living. That I was like, I'm so excited for this bag. It's gonna be awesome. I mean, the world's nice. I'm gonna say here, the world is very nice, but I got bored very quickly with it because I'm not a gameplay person. I'm a builder when it came to that. But what am I gonna build? Cottage? That's all I build is cottages.
Right.
Awesome. Like I kind of wish there was more. Like, what were your thoughts about the high school pack? Did you like it?
I liked the high school pack, but actually, when I actually did the gameplay, like I got locked in the principal's office and didn't get to play. So I never tried the gameplay again because it was messed up.
That's so fun. I've never done the gameplay because I was so excited for the school. I was like, holy shit, Roseville High is getting an upgrade. I love it. And I looked into the school. I was like, this school is garbage. I'm gonna use the school that I've been using already.
Heck yeah.
And just put the items in. Just like I literally wrote in the chat, like, look, we're getting new lockers. If you notice something different, it's because there's new lockers.
Yeah.
It's because I just got the pack, right? But it's just like, I think what upset me the most was I was so much looking forward to the stadium.
Yeah.
It's there, but it's not playable. I can't just go to the stadium. I still have to go back and use the stadium that has fucking stairs as seats. Because it's the only way I'm able to, unless I use Tool to get my to put an object, and I don't want to do that because A, it's a lot of work, and B, I can just use the stadium I have.
Yeah.
Or the whole cheerleading thing. Oh, I was pissed. Like the outfits are kind of okay.
Yeah.
I did switch over to them, but you have to be on the pack, the little thing, the little dirt pile to do your cheerleading moves. And I'm just like, what the fuck's the point of that? I just go get poses. Go get some poses because it's so much nicer because they actually stand there.
Right.
And do the things instead of it just being like, oh, well, why are they like I took cheer for 5 years. I've never done this move before. Right? It's like hair, flip, flip. Oh my god. Yeah. EA. I love to hate EA. I love to hate our business daddy, you know?
Right. It's easy to do.
It's easy, but like everyone was pointing out to me, like, Sauce, like grass isn't greener on the other side. I'm like, but it is, because it could be. It could be. It could be. Like the fact that like My Wedding Stories came out this year and they've still yet to fix most of the bugs.
Yeah.
They doubled down saying, you bought it. Here's another pack.
Here's
I also, okay, I didn't ask this, but I'm curious. What were your thoughts when they gave away that desert kit for free? Just because like we've had the base game for so long. Like, what were your thoughts about that?
I mean, of course I liked the fact that it was a free kit, but I felt like it was just like, here, take this and shut up, please, because I don't know. I was excited that the base game being free came out because that means a lot of people get to play it now that didn't before, but I just feel like that was a slap in the face, kind of, because they hadn't fixed anything and they're like, well, here's a fucking kit, so
stop. It's like, stop complaining, it doesn't get anything done. Here's a free kit.
Well, we gave you a kit, so you should shut up. Right?
From the hundreds of dollars we spent for this game, here's a free $8 kit. Okay, bye, go away. Right? So but I do hope that they fix it before Sims 5 comes out, because like there's like, you're gonna have toddlers, or sorry, infants. Like, good luck with like having that in there, or all the other packs. Like at this point, like what do you think is missing from the Sims 4 game that we need more of?
Like actual aspects, like cars and things like that?
Could be anything. Something that you think is missing from the game that should be in there.
I wish that they put more attention into babies and toddlers.
Okay.
I wish we had transportation too, but all in all, I'm pretty happy with, how things are. I feel like we've got a lot of new things over the last couple years.
Oh yeah, because the base game is completely different than when it was when it came out in like 2014. Completely different. Yes. It has all these things now that we didn't have. I agree. It continues to get better. I am happy for people that are storytellers, especially console players, that will have the ability to play with their toddler instead of it being creepy CC babies, because those things are creepy as hell.
I know it.
oh, especially when they're alpha and it's just like
that hands and stuff, like it's so weird.
It's nightmare fuel, especially if it glitches out, then it's really nightmare fuel. But
oh no,
I'm just trying to think like what I think is missing. Obviously more diversity, more worlds. I want more worlds that are not North American based. I'd love to see an African world. I want to see an African world with safari. Okay.
Oh my gosh,
Could
yes.
you
Did you
imagine?
play Sim Safari? Do you remember that?
I never got to play Sims
I
Safari.
loved it.
Oh, now I want to because I just want a
I
Safari.
I actually have it still on the CD in my closet, but
Oh,
I don't have a way to play it on my computer anymore.
oh my gosh. Like again, bring reward us players that have been playing this game for 20 years. Like I
Yeah,
want that.
seriously.
Or what I want is for them to release a kit with like nostalgic items and nostalgic townies, you know.
Yeah,
I want that.
that's
I
a
want to
great idea.
I want to take stuff from the Sims 1 and Sims 2 and a little Sims 3 stuff and throw it in there because
Yeah.
reward us for
And
playing
that
the
would
game.
so sell too. Like if they're so money
Yes.
hungry, why don't you give it what the original people want? Because you know it's gonna sell.
Exactly. And I think I hope to see more of that. Or you know what I'd also love to see? So see kits, but they're actually CC people.
Yes.
So like literally, so say Enrique hair. He does amazing hair. Let him do a collection of hair. Let the CC release it. Do 80-20. Let him have 80% of the profits. You take the 20%.
Heck
That
yeah.
would sell, especially for
That's brilliant.
right? EA, yo, call me.
Seriously,
I'm looking
seriously.
I'm looking for a marketing job and another corporate
Yeah,
America job. Call me.
that is brilliant because then everyone wins. Like the CC's getting recognition,
Yeah,
EA's not having to make the content.
exactly. And then console players know what it's like to have it's a triple win instead
Yes.
of me getting, children's clothing.
Yeah.
People were very excited for that kit and I was just like, they're like, Stassi, this kit's awesome, like check it out. And I was like, I don't play with, oh god, that would have sounded really bad. I was like, I don't play with children. Yeah, I definitely don't play with
I
children.
don't.
I don't play with children.
Just so everyone's clear.
Yeah, so everyone's clear. I'm talking about in the game and in real life.
And in real life.
And in real life. But yeah, I would lose my shit if I saw that. Like I think the kit that I was like, okay, it was the men's knitwear sweater. I understand it was high couture, it was taken from a fashion show. The person who rented it did a really good job. It matched.
Was that the one with the skirts and things?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, I'm all about non-binary, so that's awesome.
Totally.
Cool. That could have just been free. That could have just been free. You could have just added that in there. I'm not spending $8 on that. I know the sweaters in real life are like $1,600. Good. I'm just going to skip that. But yeah,
Right.
bring the CC creators and I would love to see them come in with eyelashes from a CC creator and literally just have an eyelash kit pack thing or have a stuff pack. I would love that. But again, EA will never be like, that means we have to share the wealth though. No, I think we'll take 100% of the profits and you just get to, you get to play for fun. Right. So anyways, let's talk about your awesome builds because we didn't get a chance to do that in the round table. So Monica, your builds are spectacular. They are stunning. They are gorgeous. Talk me through it from start to finish.
Thank you so much. You're so sweet.
Oh, thank you. And you're also very sweet.
So what do you want to know? Just how I get my inspiration?
Yeah. I also found your inspiration in your link tree, which I very much appreciate. I was like, yes, that's what I need. I like getting in that mindset of a creator, like what inspires you. But yeah, so talk to me from first concept in your head to when you're posting it on Instagram.
Okay, so yeah, I do get a lot of my inspiration off Pinterest. I look up just house exteriors of any sort, but a lot of the times I get my inspiration just like out in the world. Like I'll pull over and take a picture of a pitched roof line or something crazy like that. And a lot of the times when I actually start my build, I have really no idea what I'm going for other than that small idea of a specific roof line or a specific porch. And I kind of just go from it. There's so much inspiration like in the Sims community alone. Like there are so many incredible builders out there. Like sometimes I'll just scroll through Instagram and just be like, holy shit, like that is so cool. Like I wish I want to try and build something similar to it, So that's that's a big part of it is the Sims community for sure.
Okay, I like that, and I like for you, like I think that's so creative. Like you don't just go like, okay, so here's a carbon copy of a house that I saw on, realtor.com, and you're like, I'm gonna recreate. Like you like the porch and you go with it. Now, what do you find harder to make, the exterior of the house or the interior?
Probably the interior, and not necessarily the decorating, but like the floor plan is what I struggle with the most.
It's what part of it? I'm just curious.
Like starting from like just a box to having a living room, the kitchen, like actually dividing the rooms and stuff. Like the other day I was building a townhome and I swear I struggled with where to put the damn stairs for like 20 minutes to go upstairs. And then I finally did and realized there's a third floor and I had to delete everything. And so just stuff like that, silly things. I get frustrated and then I'm ADHD and like I'm all over the board. So the interior is definitely a struggle for me sometimes.
I got you stairs. Fucking
Yes.
stairs. Okay. We need rounded stairs. That would make our
Yeah.
lives. Could you imagine it? Because if they wouldn't just take up like the entire level, you're like, okay, I
Yeah.
guess that's my stairs.
Yep. Like I can't tell
Awesome.
you how many times I just put a freaking ladder going up because it's just one tile.
Yes. Oh, I was gonna ask you if you do that. Like I do that now. I'm like, fuck it. I
Yep.
love watching The Sims
Yeah.
climb up the ladder, and I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, get those steps.
Yeah.
Get those steps because
Get
if
to
it's
working.
yeah, get to work. I'm not putting the stair sets in because it's gonna ruin my
Yeah.
mood.
They don't fit anyway, so just deal with it.
Yeah, exactly. I just miss rounded stairs. Okay, so the stairs, Hardick. What's your favorite room then to decorate? I know you're not a big interior person, but what is your favorite room?
Let's see. I really like making living rooms.
Okay.
Um, and I really like doing outdoor spaces,
Oh
like
yeah.
pools and like backyard stuff.
Now, when they put the pond in, I have to ask this: did you put ponds in almost everything for the first little bit, just to say you were playing with the pond tool?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I love it. And then you can put an alligator in there now. I
Yep.
just love it.
I was gonna say that seems more real. I'm petrified to go to Texas one day because I'm like, I think I'm like alligator food because I'm like 5 foot. They're like, oh, snack. Bloop. But yeah, I love that every house I built for a year had a fucking pond in it.
Hmm.
City house in the middle
Yeah.
of ponds.
Love it.
Cinderella's castle, pond.
Pond. Yeah. Love it.
Right? I really do like that aspect of it. I know you do some shells as well. Talk to me about
Mhm.
like what it's like to create a shell, and like when you see people use your shell, like what does it feel like?
Oh, that's always such an awesome feeling because a lot of the reason I do it is because people create stuff that I could never even think about. Like,
Mhm.
so getting to see like people's amazing inspiration or like their creations is the highlight of it for me. And then when we got platforms, that really changed a lot of things because now you can make like multi-level rooms and stuff. So I feel like that's gave me a huge advantage to making some unique stuff.
I like that. I like with platforms that you were able to also turn them into stairs.
Yeah.
That was a huge thing that I noticed right away. Now, how about the rounded walls? How they treat you?
I have yet to get them not glitchy, to be honest.
Mm. So you
How
mean like
about
the
you?
windows being blacked out? Girl, I no. No, no, if you can't get it figured out, there's no fucking way I'm gonna get it figured out. I would just give up. I'd be like, fuck that. We go back to the whatever it was before. You would take the platforms and you're like, circle.
Yeah,
Yes. I
right.
know. I have not been able. I haven't even attempted because I'm looking at people being like, oh, my window is black because it goes
Yeah.
like I can't even do this properly. For anyone, I'm trying to with my hands trying to make it rounded, but it's rectangle. I'd fix it.
Yeah. And then where the wall connects to the floor, it's like there's gaps and you can see outside. So that's kind of strange. I have
that's
yet to get it to work.
that's terrible. I mean, I'm so sorry they have not got hurt, but that why Ian,
Right?
why not fix that? What
I know.
who didn't notice that? That's pretty noticeable.
Yeah.
Throw that out there. Um okay, so what do you think is missing then when it comes to building? Like is there another aspect that you wish that was in there?
I wish we had round pools.
Okay.
Um, Oh man, this is a loaded question. I wish the terrain tools were a little bit easier to work with.
Okay.
I know we just kind of got an update on that, but it's still really hard for me. So, um, what else? I don't know. That's a good question. What do you think?
I was hoping you weren't going to throw it back.
Oh no.
No. What do I think is missing? Maybe not making like having more ability to make different style homes per se, instead of it just being like a very classic like suburban and having kind of like, obviously we have rounded walls but they don't work, but just I don't know, just maybe like different styles, having more levels to play with. I think a big one is if you're doing half walls, quarter walls, whatever, actually being able to put a roof on them correctly without having like the little ledge. I kind
Yes.
of wish for that. Maybe for buildings, like for businesses, because I was always a really big business builder, which
Mm-hmm.
really makes no sense, but like I liked doing that, like maybe a little bit more geared to that, because I find a lot of the building stuff is really geared for homes but not really for businesses or restaurants. I like, but that's what I like to build, so it's a very small niche. I don't think they're gonna be like, we're gonna listen to you, Stas. Build once a year.
Right.
We're gonna listen to you. But I think definitely that. Castle builds. More than four floors.
Yeah.
I think that would be really nice.
Yep.
Better columns for castles.
Yep.
Better windows for castles. Better actual fucking drawbridges. It just give me
Yeah.
a royal pack, okay?
Heck yes, please.
Yeah, I just want a royal pack because there's no tiaras or crowns in The Sims. You have
Right.
that is CC. And I spent 45 minutes this morning trying to find crowns.
Dang.
Right? Because I needed CC crowns, right? So I'm gonna go through them all and make sure I like them and download 20, but only use 2 because why not? I gotta make sure it works, right? But yeah, I would love a royal pack. Get princess dresses, different ethnicities, royalty in there. Get some of that shit in there. I would be all about that.
Yeah.
So yes, I hope that answers your question.
You were more prepared on that one than I was, though.
I was not. I just acted like it. Okay. So what's your favorite type of build to build?
I think modern,
Modern.
eco style, eco-friendly.
So then you must love Eco Life. Is it literally called the pack called Eco Lifestyle? I think it's you must love that pack.
It is. It's probably one of my absolute favorites for sure. Especially the build stuff.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. I just bought it because I'm a completionist, and I was like, I'm never gonna. I was like, how to turn off smog, okay? Because I'm never gonna do community voting. I'm never gonna get jizzy juice or whatever.
Yeah. Jizzy juice.
Whatever it's called. I'm never gonna make some candles. I'm never gonna feed my earworms. I just
put a bag over my head.
Yeah, I got it, right? I'm never gonna do those things. I just want to build by. And I was like, holy shit, especially if you like, because obviously as Sims builders, we have to have 45 plants in every room.
Yep.
Easy. I mean, if there's room to walk, there's room for a plant.
Yeah.
So
totally.
I like the it's like the wall hanging out thing, and it has like a bunch of plants. It's like a shelf thing with plants. I love that. Because I used a lot of that because I was obsessed with making flower stores for some reason. I made like 3 or 4. So I was like, this is perfect. Yeah. Oh, look at this shit. Oh yeah. No, I could make businesses and restaurants until the cows come home. Don't want to build a home. Oh, garages. Yes, there we go. Garages. Thank you. I was like, what are we missing for homes? Garages. And having cars.
Yeah,
throwing that out there. So something to spend our simoleons on, because like let's be honest, what do we have to spend simoleons on besides bigger homes? But there's nothing that's like so cool that's like a lot of simoleons. Like there's nothing.
That's a good point. I didn't really think of that.
Yeah, like because like so for some people they like that real aspect of it, right? Like they don't want to cheat.
Right.
They actually want to work.
Earn their money. Yeah.
Earn their money. I mean, some of us are out there like that. Some of us like me like to cheat. So
yeah.
But like, what do you get to 100,000? What do you do with 100,000? Like, I would like invest.
Buy a rocket.
Fire rocket. Wait, go.
You can go to space, but you can't drive to the store.
Oh my God. Okay, what was it that I had that you could go to the store and you could like get into your car and drive? Was it? I know it was a Sims game, but I can't remember which
Was
one.
it? Was it 3?
It could have been 3. Why do I feel like it's 3? I wish we could actually go to the grocery store
Yeah,
and actually go and get our ingredients.
I know that would be fun.
Right? Or I just want like the cooking mama experience where like when you're making the food, like you're actually in there chopping things.
Right?
If they ever did that, I would never say a bad thing about EA ever again. I would be like, yes, business daddy, you do understand this game and what everybody wants. Not what I want, but what everybody wants. Yeah, yeah, it's just kind of a little bit more simulation because it's a simulation based game.
Yeah.
But they just go to the fridge.
Mm-hmm.
They a mixing board with everything they need.
Twirl their bowl.
Oh, I gotta pick their nose in there if they're level 1. Yeah. Gotta throw it in there.
Yeah.
Put that in there, and you're just like, look, salad. And it's like poor.
Yeah.
Like a kid could make us. How is it poor? Like, it's lettuce. Right? So like I think it's just more stuff like that. It's just I'm just missing that. So I don't know. I don't think that will ever come in. That'd be too much level of realism. But anyways, so we've talked about your builds. What tips and tricks would you give to anybody that wants to start building?
Well, one thing that really made a difference in my building was downloading what is it? Better Build and Buy by Twisted Mexi. It's a mod. It's amazing. It makes things so much easier. I don't know. That's a good question.
I mean, that's still good though. I mean, I've heard lots of really good things about that specific mod.
There's so many good tutorials on YouTube nowadays. Like that's one thing I really started was like just learning the hotkeys and learning all the things, shortcuts. It really makes it easier. Mm-hmm. So that's what I would recommend.
What shortcuts then make your life easier?
I spend the whole time on the keyboard. Like I barely ever click on anything. So like click B to open walls, K to demolish, like the whole 9 yards. Like I very rarely even pick up my mouse.
Sorry.
Page down will go up a floor, down a floor, home and in, take the walls up and down. So just little things like that. And you can, it really helps you navigate through a lot quicker.
I have never done any of those before. I will have to check that. I just learned if you press G, turns on and off your grid or something. And I'm like, okay, what are your thoughts about the grid? I'm curious.
I like the grid.
I like the grid too. Why do you think it has such a hard, like everyone, I hate the grid. What did the grid do?
I don't know.
I've never
heard these comments about
grid. People are like, oh my God, the grid's gotta be off. I can't build with the grid. And I'm like, yeah, but like, how do you know it's straight? How do you know the room is
now perfect? To be fair, I do turn the grid off for landscaping.
Well, yeah.
But like lining it up, you gotta have the grid.
But gotta have the grid. I thank you. Some people are like, I don't know. If the grid is on, I'm out. And I'm like,
what? I've never heard these comments.
I was shocked to hear that too. And I was like, oh, I'm interested that you feel that way. Anyways, the grid is awesome. Moving on.
Yeah.
Because like you need it, especially if you're so like especially you're doing this open concept room. You got your 20,000 plants. You gotta have, where your dishes go, you gotta, and then you're trying to figure out the table. I need that grid because I'm a person that likes a table on an angle. I'm never someone that's like straight across. Like I like a good angle table. So I'm like, okay, I gotta get that grid on there.
Gotta line it up.
It's
feng shui, baby.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, there you go. So lots of tips and tricks. The grid is awesome. It's gotta be. You have to line stuff up. Now, I know you don't play with CC when it comes to builds. I 100% get it. What packs do you think really then are like the best bang for the buck when it comes to builders?
Okay, so for building, I think for expansions, I would definitely say Eco Lifestyle and probably Seasons are probably my top go-to. For game packs, definitely Dream Home Decorator. Those sectional couches are just to die for.
Mhm.
And spa day, I think, would be my other one because the walling and the columns and the flooring.
I
I
swear, I
really,
did not expect you to say those words. No one ever says that pack for anything.
I
So
like spa day. It's like there's so many good game packs, I feel like, so it's hard to pick, but that's just like the first one that comes to my head because maybe I do modern builds. Just the stone walls they have and the stone flooring, and they just look so good. And there's so many different color swatches. Um,
I love it. I again never would have expected that. You know what? Do
really,
you know what game pack threw me for a loop was Strangerville?
I don't
Because
have Strangerville.
you don't have Strangerville?
No, should I
Oh
get it?
yes. Okay, not for the gameplay. The gameplay sucks. But besides for the mother plant, I mean,
Right.
who cares? But the doors in windows are so Victorian. It's
Okay.
so, especially if you like if you're doing anything Victorian, they have like those old school windows and doors.
Hmm.
Take a look before you buy
Okay.
it.
I
I
will.
don't
I
I don't
don't
I
think
don't
I've
want you
ever
to
even looked through what they have.
I didn't I thought it was absolute, rubbish. But and then I was doing a Bates Motel collab. And I was like, well, they're like you have to have it, the pack. And I was like, well, I have Christmas money, so it's fine. So I bought it and they're like, yeah, so the doors and windows are just spectacular. And I was like,
Nice.
whatever. And I was like, holy shit, they are actually so Victorian. It
Nice.
makes zero sense to why it's in a town that's like literally Texas, no offense,
Right.
where it's like
Yeah,
this
no.
Victorian doors and windows. I was like, what
Right.
the fuck?
Love it.
Love it. For stuff pack,
Stuff.
I like paranormal.
Oh yeah, paranormal is great. The stuff in that is so pretty, and it really goes good with the jungle adventure stuff. Those two, I feel like those two packs go hand in hand.
I totally agree. For jungle adventure, I only ever use cast items for that because I have like the best, because I do a lot of royal based stories from like
Mhm.
medieval times, and they have like the camper's outfit, and it looks like it's like mashed together, and they have
Yeah.
like really rundown shoes. That's the only reason I have that is for those two items. I use it all the time. But yeah, so like okay, that's not true. Some of the jungle adventure trees I use. I do like that and debugged because I just
Hmm.
love debugged. Okay, do you
Yep.
like debugged?
Oh yeah.
Okay, what's your
That's
favorite
another reason why I love Better Build Buys because it's all organized. They organize the debug for you. So like the plants are actually when you click on the trees, like the debug plants are in the plant section.
Oh, that takes that saves you
Hmm.
years
Yes, it
on your
really
life because you're not
does.
just sitting there like it's a bug. Oh, let's go scroll.
Uh-huh.
What's your favorite debug item to use?
Oh, I love using the cars because we don't have them.
Yes.
Other than the plants.
Okay. I definitely agree. Like I think it's pets, cats, and dogs that has like the very nautical theme things. Like you can just get a
Yes.
boat.
Mm-hmm.
And I was also very excited to see in high school with all the debugged items and stuff because I plan to make an actual carnival, which I can now do with all those debugged items.
Yes.
I mean, it's not gonna be playable. It doesn't need to be playable.
Still looks good. Yeah.
It looks good. Exactly.
Yeah. Just
Well,
walk through it. It's fine.
exactly. Well, Monica, has anything that you want to share before we wrap this up?
I'm just so thankful for having me today. It's been such a blessing to be included in this.
Oh, you're so nice. Oh my gosh. Oh, what was it like to be in the Don't Go Outside collab or Don't Go
Oh,
in the
yes.
because I was part of it and then I was like, hey, um, I didn't get to sign up for that world because anytime I've ever been in a collab, I've actually never been a part where a world was assigned. I thought I just built an
Mm.
item and just like, here you
Right?
go. So he's like, yeah, so you missed it. And I was like, I'm so sorry. It's okay. What was it like? What did you do? What part of that collab? Like,
I
what did
built
you
a
build?
haunted house like for a witch, and of course I put a pond in the front with a whole bunch of like red crystals in it.
Yeah.
But I built in Copperdale, so that was a really fun world. It's like right behind the carnival is my lot.
Yes. Get some Scooby Doo shit in there because that's literally
Yes.
all I imagine. You got that carnival going in and you got that Scooby Doo haunted mansion in the background. I
Yes.
love that. What other clubs you been part of?
A whole bunch. I've done a bunch this year. Let's see, on Instagram, Sims Plumbob 92, her name's Alessia. She
Mhm.
hosted one that was oh wait, no, we're in it right now.
Okay, this is coming out in January.
It's coming out in Christmas, and I'm
Oh
allowed to
yeah.
talk about it because I'm allowed to stream about it. So we're turning Hemford on Bagley into a Christmas town. No, excuse me, Windenburg. Oh my gosh, Windenburg.
Oh, that's so
So
cool.
it'll be magical. There's a whole bunch of talented people in it. So
That's awesome. That's oh fuck, that's so cool. I cannot wait to see that club. That's why I
yeah.
fucking love collabs. I got invited to a collab this morning by like Simmer Cal, and I'm like, oh my god, thank
Heck
you.
yeah.
And I was like, and I'm looking at everybody, and there's like the best of the best for builds, and I'm like, okay,
That's all.
I will be like, like
You'll do great.
I can build.
Yeah.
I'll just gotta get some G shades before that, you know.
Yeah.
Get some, fixing in there. I'll be fine. Great.
It'll be fine.
It's fine. It's fine. No one will notice. It's great.
No.
But so any other collabs that you loved being a part of?
I've had so many this year. I just can't remember any now, and it's driving me nuts. I can't remember right now.
That's okay. As I say, if you come to, you can let me know later, but that doesn't make sense to anybody watching or listening.
No.
That
Did she come back and tell you?
I'm editing this. It's like 2 months later. I'm like dressed for winter. I'm like, here's her clip,
Right.
guys.
By the way, I don't have any other collabs that I can think of, but I do have a building challenge that I'm hosting right now till the 27th, I think. So if you enter, you can win a kit possibly.
I saw that. I always liked those. So I've been like, because like you can win a kit. Like it's pretty easy, but I like the builds. You got to earn it.
Yeah.
Right.
But I can't pick a winner either because that's way too hard. So I just feel like anyone who enters, I'll put you in for the drawing, and then one person will win.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's like the spinny rotating thing, right?
Totally.
That's just randomized. That's a great way to do it instead of being like,
make it fair.
Yeah, exactly. Instead of being like
you have the beautifulest build.
Favoritism at the max.
Right.
Well, Monica, it's been an absolute pleasure. Why don't you tell everybody where we can find your amazing work?
So I'm on Instagram at The Sims Creatives. I also stream on Twitch, and I have a few things on YouTube, all as The Sims Creatives.
Well, are you doing anything this weekend? Because you're welcome to come to my Sims YouTube roundtable if you so choose to.
Heck yeah! When is it?
Next Saturday.
Okay.
There you go.
No.
Yeah, no, of course. I usually do this after this, but I was like, wait, as I'm thinking about this, yeah. So I literally, it doesn't matter if you have 1 subscriber or 1 billion subscribers. Come on in, give everyone tips and tricks, and we all learn something, right? Because
awesome. Heck yeah.
Right. I just learned that the Better Build Better Buy is I need to go download that exactly right now because I cannot stand spending 16 hours pulling my hair out being like, okay, what's the bug rock did I like again? It's not that one.
It's a lifesaver.
It is a lifesaver. Well, Monica, thank you so much for coming today. Well, again, thank you for coming back. And the links are going to be below. Please go check out The Sims Creative. She's absolutely amazing. Her builds are incredible, and I'm very excited to see this Christmas world. You have fucking no idea. I live for that shit. Anyways, Monica, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Thanks.
You are very well. Have a great rest of your day, okay?
All right, see ya.